Restored 1972 Chevrolet Camaro RS SS Vintage AC, numbers matching 350. Let's take it for a test drive. This is a super nice second generation Camaro. It is a numbers matching 72 Camaro RS SS with paperwork. It has the cowl tag, it has the VIN on the dash, and I have the original build sheet for it. At some point, this car was a full-blown restoration. It was completely taken down to bare metal and fully restored. And again, this is a real RS SS, and it is a numbers matching car. The motor that's in it is, again, the original 350, really a stock style setup when it comes to the motor, backed by a 3-speed automatic transmission. It's a turbo 350, factory rear end in the back. Excellent cruising car, power front brakes, their discs up front, and power steering. You do have added vintage AC. I got the AC on right now, and it is very nice and cold. I got it on the middle setting for the blower motor. If you turn it all the way up, it produces almost a crazy amount of AC. So the air is nice and cold. Drivability is excellent. I'm very confident in the mechanicals. This is a car that I would hop in and pretty much drive it anywhere someone would want to go. It is very tight. It's very well mannered out on the open road. Cruises just great. We're doing about 60, 65 miles an hour. Feels like it's got a little bit of gear in the rear end. I'm not the one that put this car together. I don't know exactly what's in there, but my guess is probably somewhere in the mid 3s. On the interior, it's the factory tan and black interior. You have your black dash, black steering wheel, console, and then your tan seat covers, door panels, carpet. You have the black Camaro mats, headliner visors. Everything is very nice in here. A couple little nicks on the interior, like the A-pillar here. There's like a little nick in the paint. A couple very miscellaneous little nicks in the door panels. But overall, for being a car that was restored a while ago, it still represents extremely nice. This was not a factory tilt car, but a factory tilt column was sourced and restored and put in this car. So the tilt is a huge bonus. You do have an aftermarket retro style stereo with some speakers in the package tray in the back. You have your horseshoe shifter. The horseshoe shifter does work, and then your shifter indicator is between the tach and the speedometer. The little indicator right now says we're in neutral. When you put it down into second gear, it puts it down into drive. So the shifter indicator works. It's just misaligned a little bit. You have your factory gauges, fuel gauge, voltage, again, tach, speedo, temperature, and the dash clock. The dash clock is working, the speedo, the tach, the temperature gauge is working. The items that I have listed as a no on this particular one is the voltage gauge is not moving, which again is not a huge deal. The fuel gauge is pegged all the way down to the other side, so it's gonna either need a sending unit or something's wrong with the gauge, most likely the sending unit. And then you have your turn signal indicators on the dash. When you go to the left indicator works. The right, the little bulb on the dash is burnt out, so something really simple there. And the wipers work. The washer fluid sprayers don't do anything. The wipers work, but I would replace the little switch on the dash here if y'all can see this. The little switch is a little loose and you can kind of move it around. So I would buy a new wiper switch just because, again, it is a little funky on the dash there. My additional informations tab can be found on the website pcclassiccars.com. That will have a screenshot of the does it work section in there so you can see all of the little miscellaneous minor things. But the things not working are very, very minimal. That AC is super nice and cold. It is a vintage AC setup. I have a receipt for when it was installed. I think it was 2022 or 2023 when it was installed. So the AC is a newer system and it works absolutely fantastic. Temperature gauge has come up good. So we're gonna go ahead and get in the throttle here. These aren't crazy horsepower cars, but being that it is a real RSSS, got your 350 in there. Really a stock style setup when it comes to the mechanicals. Motor's got good power for what it is. That transmission shifts on point. No weird noises from the motor, transmission, rear end. It's a really tight driving car, good power. And we're reading 57,925. Again, this car was fully restored. It's red oxide primered floors. It very well could be a sub 60,000 original mile car. I have no way to prove that though. On the underneath, like I mentioned a couple times, this thing was fully blown apart. The floors are all painted red oxide primer. Original floors are in excellent condition. The frame is great. Inside the trunk, the drop downs, I see no issues on the bottom, and it is very clean. It's probably nicer on the bottom than it is anywhere else on the car, and it is very nice everywhere else. The interior is super clean as well. On the exterior, it's the factory bronze color. It was repainted in the original color. The paint quality is nice. My complaint with it is on the roof and the quarter panels does have some solvent pop showing through. Outside, you do not see it. Underneath the fluorescent lights in my dealership, you can see the solvent pop. I would say that's my biggest complaint with the whole car, is it does have some solvent pop on the flat surfaces. Again, outside you do not see it. Inside, underneath the bright lights, you will see it. I tried to take photos of it in my additional information tab on the website, again, pcclassiccars.com. It really doesn't show well in the photos, but again, on both quarters and the roof, it does have the solvent pop. It's got some other miscellaneous little imperfections around the car, but the doors open and close nice. You have the nice wheels, good tires. I think, again, the tires are either 2022 or 2023 date code. No dry rot, no cracking. They really don't have very many miles on them at all. But for me, the solvent pop isn't the end of the world. If you wanted to have it fixed, you could. But just know it does have it. It is on the quarters and it is on the roof. Still a super nice car. A lot of money was put into this thing to redo it. It was taken down to metal. In that additional information tab, you'll see some miscellaneous photos that I have. I just have the digital photos of it. I don't have any hard photos or a zip drive or anything. But it was, again, taken down to metal, and they fully built the car from the ground up. Suspension is going to be all stock style equipment. You have your front and rear sway bar, stock style drive shaft, all stock style suspension and steering components. Again, everything was redone when this car was restored. Super tight out on the open road. As you can see, it goes where you want it to go, very responsive. No shakes, no rattles, no weird sounds of any kind. Factory cast manifolds, dual exhaust, stock style tips coming out the back on both sides. The bumpers and the trim look good. A little bit of age on the bumpers, but still shows nice. Same thing with the glass, all in really nice condition. Manual windows, manual locks, all roll up and down like they should. Back glass is very easy to see out of. Side mirrors look good. I will say that the passenger side mirror appears to be the wrong size mirror. The driver's side one is very small. The passenger side one is too large for the hole. And it just doesn't look like it fits in the hole right. So it probably could use a new passenger side mirror over there. Again, you can still clearly see out of it though. Rear view mirror is in good shape. We'll roll into the throttle some. Joy to drive this car. It's not hard to hop in and go anywhere you want to go. You just throw it and drive and just cruise. The AC is, again, a huge bonus. Y'all probably won't hear it in the video, but I'm going to kick it up to the high volume of AC, and it's like a tornado in here. There's so much air. I literally cannot sit here and drive. There's so much airflow. I got to turn it down a little bit because it's too much volume of air, which you're never going to hear me say, but this car has a awesome volume of AC coming out of the dash vents. Inside the rear trunk, looks great. Engine compartment's super clean, very detailed. It looks very, very stock, very nice in that engine compartment. Fluids all look good. Charging system and all the wiring checks out great. Battery's doing its job. Outside of, again, a couple small little things not working and the little solvent pop spots kind of around the car, it really is an excellent restored RS SS Camaro, and its numbers matching. I really like the color combo. It's not one that you see very often. I love the factory RS front end, and again, this one being a real SS as well. Just checks all the boxes. It's already got the $5,000 vintage AC system done to it. Really nice wheels and tires. Added tilt column. Just a great second gen Camaro. I'm one of those weird people that really likes a second gen Camaro. I really like a 70 and a half. But there is nothing wrong with this 72 RSSS. I think I would take a second gen over a first gen, and I know that's a little sacrilegious, but I'm a Ford guy, so I can say what I want. We'll bang it down through the gears here. We are not gonna pull out in front of the semi because I want to be able to walk home and see my wife today. That semi would have other things to say. Second gear, we'll roll into it a little bit more, wind it up some, and there's high gear, and there you have it. This is an awesome second gen Camaro. As always, I'm Michael. This is a restored 1972 Chevrolet Camaro RS SS with the numbers matching 350 aftermarket vintage AC, which blows nice and cold. From myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drive videos. Make sure you check out that additional information tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content across all of the social platforms, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching.